our next story really is going to underline that even more. Australia's oldest woman, Lorna Henstridge, just celebrated her 110th birthday. So, I was thinking, I'm like, I wanted to talk about the body because of the dancer and because of dancers I know. And dancers I know who got older, and I guess I forgot to mention that I know dancers who've gotten older and because of their life of dancing, because being a dancer actually causes their body to have to suffer more as they get older because they have more joint problems, hip problems, muscular issues. They may know how to take care of their body, but they also have stretched their body to the limit. So it really can cause some difficulties later on. But here's a woman that really was a celebration of success. And I just happened to be looking around the web, and I found this from ABC News in Southern Australia, and this 110th birthday of this woman. Her name's Lorna Henstridge. She turned 110 today, and she is the second oldest person in Australia. By the way, the oldest person just died. She was 111. She exercised 3 times a week. She looked good. But it's this woman. Wait till you see her.
No,
She's
she looks
pretty
great.
terrific.
I'm
Doesn't she?
like, wow, for 110, she looks better than a lot of 70-year-olds out there. So,
I absolutely agree. And Brian, if you're watching the YouTube video, you can see these video images of Lorna. She and her daughter say exercise and good genes have helped reach an old age. I think her daughter's 77. I have to check. So the next oldest person is just 1 week younger. So we have a lot of people in Australia living very long and healthy lives. She doesn't know. She actually was interviewed. She doesn't know what led to her long life, but she attributes at least part of it to exercising every day. And her philosophy, I just keep on keeping on. She just keeps going forward. I love that. She said she continually talked about exercise. I always liked exercise, fresh air, interest in people, and being active all the time. And if there are any elements that can kind of counter the things that we just talked about, that were warning lights to your body having problems, these are the counter. Exercise, fresh air, or getting out into nature, basically. Interest in people and being around people and being active. These 4 things can really help you to actually live a much better life. So, by the way, she was born in 1914 in Adelaide, basically the same area in South Australia, not too far from Melbourne, if you guys know.
She's a cute baby.
She is a cute one. She started school. Her father would ride with her on horseback to the train station, and she caught a train to school.
What a time.
So I know, it's pretty wild, huh? She met her husband while working at a library for soldiers in World War II. They married during World War II in January 1945. They both enjoyed golf, and she became like the secretary of the golf organization there. She moved into a nursing home only 5 years ago, so when she was 105. So she was living at home till she was 105 years old. This is incredible.
Well, she looked great in the grocery store picture. She looked like doesn't need any help. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, no, she's really incredible. She does have a walker, or like kind of one of those push walkers, but I bet that's just for balance and to help her stay steady. It looks like she can get up, walk around, and be perfectly fine. She walks around in her garden in the hallways every day and gets exercises. She exercises her legs in the room. By the way, I turn my dad on to this. A great exercise for older people or people who are chair bound or who have other issues is something called Sit and Be Fit. And you can go to sitandbefit.com, and that can be a very helpful place to kind of get exercises when when you might not be able to like do more traditional like Jack LaLanne up and down jumping jacks exercises. Um, she does crosswords, reads, goes out 3 times a week with her daughter. So that's 77-year-old daughter. And she said, I just feel much the same, except a little bit debilitated. But no, I can still enjoy things, and I wish I could do what the young do. You
Aw.
know, she wishes she could have some of that physical back to have some of the energy to do things. Um, Again, she just thinks exercise is a very big part of it and being very energetic all her life. She said she never, her daughter said she never wanted anyone to know how old she was ever. Like that was a secret. And
Until
it was
now.
something, what?
Until now.
Well, I mean, now she's stuck. She said her daughter said when she was 90 or 95, she started to let people to know her age because she said, now that I got there, now everyone knows. Like the cat's out of the bag. She's been around for a while. So,
Oh wow, that's amazing though. I mean, we need to move to Australia or figure out what she's drinking and eating too.
well, I mean, it goes all the way back to dancer personalities. That there's something very unique and wonderful about getting out there, trying new things. Because it sounds like, and I don't know if she was a dancer, I didn't see any evidence of that in the story, but it is not so different than other people might experience who have the openness to new experience. She sounds like she's willing to do that. She's it sounds like extroverted. She likes to be around people. She probably takes care of herself in some good ways. Doesn't sound like she's very neurotic. We don't know, except about her age. She didn't want anyone to know that. So she had a tad of vanity. Yeah, so she probably had some pretty helpful personality traits that help put her out there. And of course, exercise and moving the body. So if we can look at all of those things together, we can probably have a healthier life.
And I feel like people don't get that exercise doesn't have to be like annoying or a chore or anything. It's about finding the thing that you groove with, you know? Like
In
you
fact,
love Barry's boot camp and you know, like that's your jam. You know, I like to go to the gym and just work out alone in that sense on my own. There's like a lot of different classes, yoga, Pilates, like there's so many different avenues, even hiking. Like we live in LA, so we have like beautiful trails with like beautiful scenery. So we knock out the both physical activity and taking in nature as well.
But I'm even a believer in just taking a walk around the block and just being able to focus in on the nature around you can be a really, really helpful thing. And in fact, we could, talk about the mental health benefits. When you see green or you see the ocean, those will help you to know you're in a healthy place. You're in a place that you can feel a lot better. Also, I'm out in the desert right now. I'm in Palm Springs, and there's something magic about the desert as well. So
The mountain
just being
views
around
there.
nature.
The mountain views from Palm Springs, when you look around, they look unreal. It almost looks fake, like you're on a set. But it's so
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, they're really incredible. Well, I guess that brings us to the end of the show today. Um, that reminder to like, subscribe, and to give us 5 stars. Do you have any fitness advice on the way out here, Brian?
Like I said, find something that's not annoying. Like make it fun. Make it, even if it means you have to shop around through different gyms, classes, try things with friends, try a run club. Yeah, there's a Venice Run Club that's gotten really popular, but there's different ones around town, and those, even the people you meet there, like in that run club, they usually ask if anybody, it's like their first time, they raise their hands and then they bring them up to the front of the crowd and make them introduce themselves, and then they have to say hi to somebody that they don't know in the crowd, which is such a cool like communal kind of thing, to do, to interact and actually connect with people. And everybody there is kind of like on the same mindset in that way. So it's just nice. It's just nice.
It does sound nice. So doing exercise with other people does make it a lot easier, and it allows you to take energy from them and see that everyone is coming at their own level. They're always going to be the great people. Don't worry about them. You can become inspired by them, but it's not a demand that you be as good as they are. And also know that, other people struggle just like you do. So it's good to work out in groups of people because you can always, find support. And I think that's one of the most helpful things in working out.
And I love that you said that you don't have to be at a certain level to get into any athletic thing that you do, because I think that is a big fear or like intimidating factor to people before they, go into a gym, and they might not know exactly how to do certain workouts or anything and are kind of embarrassed or scared to do it or even try. So I'm glad you said that, because you don't have to be at a certain level. I've gone to CrossFit classes where people are just killing it and I'm with the baby weight, but hey, it's like a new thing for me. So I have to start from the bottom too.
Well, and in fact, I believe, yes, do start at the bottom. If you're brand new to exercise, make sure you get the physical clearance from your doctor and go and just start out slow. 1 minute of exercise a day is better than 0 minutes. And if you do work, you can work out from 1 minute to 2 minutes and keep working up from there. And that will actually start to put you in the gym.
Also, if like you're feeling anxious and you're like scrolling through Instagram, and if you catch yourself, you can easily put your phone down and go for a walk around the block. Just to even start like that.
Excellent. Excellent. And yeah, put your phone down in the gym too. I think that's a place. Often people will distract themselves unless you're listening to music, and that would be about the only thing. But otherwise, try to put your phone away. Don't look at it.
Be in the moment, like we've said.
Be in the moment. There you go. If you want to get links to the studies, go to my YouTube page at youtube.com/Dr. Greg. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, you can hit me up or hit us up on socials at Ask Dr. Greg. This is Dr. Greg Cason, Brian, and DJ Sammy G bidding you farewell. Until next time, be present, be flexible, and be kind.